Nuggets, but no Jamal Murray in this one. Good thing our senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski is back with us. Woj, how long is Jamal Murray going to be sidelined?
I'm told that Jamal Murray is not expected to return at all in the month of November, that this right hamstring injury is going to take 3 to 4 weeks to fully heal. Certainly the Nuggets want to be cautious with this. You know, with these hamstrings injuries, they can linger, and they want to get him fully past this. So Reggie Jackson's in the starting lineup now. You're seeing some of those younger Nuggets guards getting opportunity, but the expectation is that we will not see Jamal Murray again for Denver until early December.
Well, and taking a look at their schedule, they have this game against Golden State, but then they have some games that you imagine that they can stay afloat, especially with this hot start that they have. I also should mention that Draymond Green is out tonight for the Golden State Warriors with personal reasons, for personal reasons rather. But Steph Curry, I mean, he has been out of this world to start the season. He's shooting 48% from three, 91% at the free throw line, and 53% from the field. Richard, since you're the elder statesman of this group, can you tell us how he's able to maintain this dominance at age 35?
No, I think so much has been made about LeBron and how he takes care of body. Steph has followed in that same space. If you watch Steph from when he came into what his body is doing now, you can see it. You can talk about his teammates. Draymond has spoken so much about how much Steph works in the weight room, the stuff that he does, the biomechanics. And we all know he runs like a Kenyan marathon runner every single night. So to keep that up and shoot it the way he does is so impressive. It's so special. But that all stems from taking care of his body to the most elite level. And if you don't stop smiling and smirking like that because of your joke.
Watch your hand, Richard.
Well, I'm also smiling at you said the marathon runner comparison, and I remember De'Aaron Fox told me a story earlier this year. He was working out with Steph Curry over the summer, and he said that guys literally go and puke sometimes after these types of workouts. He was very proud to say that he was not one of those guys, but the first thing he said when he walked off the court is that something I can't say. He is conditioned, and it is at a different level for Steph Curry.
Absolutely. He's the most conditioned basketball player in the league. When you think about Steph Curry, you think about LeBron James, right? And you think about Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys are 6'9", 6'10", 255, 260. They can handle somewhat of a load of physicality. Steph is a guard that is handling night in and night out guys trying to rough him up, and the way that he's able to move without the basketball. And to me, he turns it up a notch when it gets to the fourth quarter. Think about this, right? Steph, a couple of years ago, he went figured out, got it tested of how to, slow his heart rate down.
That's it.
He did that. And it seemed like, oh, why you just shooting it out there? But it's that shows you how invested he is into this. We're talking about a guy that, in my opinion, is going to be the next basketball player to reach $1 billion right after LeBron James, right? And it has accomplished everything. And he's still going and attacking this like he has something to prove. That is beyond impressive. I
love that, Perk, because I was talking during the offseason to Jerry West, and he was saying that after the games in which he'd play, the doctors would come and take his pulse, and they're like, man, is anything going on in there? He's able to control his heart rate, and it is all about his mobility. There's something that, Hoopers say, you might see someone walking around, you're like, why you walk so slow? Well, that's because that's trying to move fast when it really matters most. And that's Steph. If you meet him in person, he's a very chill, calm dude. He channels all of his energy to being the most conditioned athlete, on the floor. And that's what's hard to do. If you talk about De'Aaron and anybody that has to guard him, it is not easy running around and, his ability to shoot this season. I mean, I think we take for granted how good he is. 47 made threes in 8 games. That's second to his own record of 48 made threes.
But historically, the issue for the Golden State Warriors, Steph's always been great, but it's when he's off of the floor that becomes an issue. And Chris Paul has seamlessly stepped into this role, Woj, of sixth man, essentially, for Golden State. How is that reverberating around the organization?
Well, the way he's been able to take care of the ball, this was a team that had a lot of issues with turnovers last season. And Chris Paul, another player who's now, approaching 40, playing at a really high level. We're just going to see more and more athletes. You think of the great ones of this generation, the way they take care of themselves with the technology, playing at a high level much later in their careers.
Yeah, and to your point, Steph Curry, or Chris Paul rather, 0 turnovers on 29 assists over the last 4 games. That is incredibly impressive work.